Like, if you don't think English is hard, try to be a non-English speaker and understand the difference between hot, cold, cool, and warm. Oh, well, that guy's hot, but he's really cold to people, and that's not cool. So really, people prefer if you're warm. So if you're warm to people, like, people find that really cool, which is often kind of hot. So yeah, English is hard. Number 2, I should have learned more. Like, the world is a huge, amazing place. Every one of my electives in university or college should have been a language. Because the world is awesome and huge, and you are far more likely to explore it if you know other languages. Number 3, feel free to dismiss the judgments of anyone who's not as happy as you are. Like, you will be judged all the time. You'll be judged by where, who you love, what you want to do with your life, what you say. Don't ignore what people say, because you can learn a lot about how to be happy from people who aren't. But anyone who's not as happy with their life as you are with yours, they have no credibility judging your life. Dismiss any judgments of anyone who's not as happy as you are. You have got to be the love of your own life. We devote way too much time in our lives trying to discover the love of our life. You will never find them if you're not the love of yours. And that is my amazing friend Stephanie who gave me that. She told me that I have to say that every time. The best people elevate situations, they don't escalate them. That phrase, elevate, don't escalate, repeat it to yourself anytime someone pisses you off. Humans are the only creatures with a gap between stimulus and response. Your life is going to be determined in large part by how you choose to use the gap. Stop saying it's complicated when it's not. Like, honestly, a buddy was like, oh, it's a complicated situation. I'm like, explain it to me. He's like, well, she dated my best friend. I'm like, that's not complicated. That's like 8 words. Like, what's complicated is getting what you want and being the person you want. That shit's complicated, okay? But stop saying it's complicated when it's not. This quotation, never give in. Never, 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 and nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Remember the last part of that quotation as much as you remember the first one. People are like, never give up, except to convictions of honor and good sense. That's just as important as the first part. Remember that not starting something now that you know you should start to make your life better is a form of giving up. It really is. There's something you know you should start and you're not. You're giving up on yourself. Will it make a good story? Is a lousy measuring stick to decide whether or not to do something. Okay? I believe there are 3 questions you should ask when you decide to do something. Will it make a good story? Will I be proud to tell it? How likely am I to be around to tell it? If 2 of the 3 are not true, do not do it. Okay? The question, am I capable of 5 seconds of extraordinary courage right now, will change your life. Like, anytime, that one question, am I capable of 5 seconds of extraordinary courage right now, will change your life. If you are born with, or you develop a set of skills that allow you to do something that outperforms 90% of the people on the planet at it, you'll probably make 6 figures. If you become the type of person where everyone who works with you outperforms everyone who doesn't work with you, that's when you're indispensable. Being indispensable is way more valuable in this world. Money isn't everything, but debt can be. Save. Don't hate your body, but don't lie to yourself when it's unhealthy, okay? There are more Rosalines out there than Juliets. Get your English friends to explain that one to you. Both Romeo and Juliet end up dead at the end of that story, okay? Love does not conquer all. However, it has an excellent winning percentage. Love is Greg Maddox. Adjust your expectations accordingly. The dog that's running up to you right now is not the one that bit you when you were 8. Okay? Learn to play something. Guitar, piano, the spoons, I don't care. Okay? Here's the thing. The number of moments in your life that you can take from awesome to magical by being able to make music is exponential. Only hurt people hurt others. That may be the smartest thing anyone ever told me. Number 19. Don't do shots. No, life is supposed to be a mixed drink. One of those annoying ones take 15 minutes to make in a blender and have fruit and 14 different alcohols and mixed drinks. It's supposed to be put together with skill. It's supposed to be enjoyed slowly, in the sun, with friends. That's what life is supposed to be like. Every now and then we convince ourselves we want some part of life and we do shots of it. Whether it's work or school or food or sex or whatever it might be, we're like shot, shot, shot. And guess what? It makes a mess out of us. Okay? Life is a mixed drink, put together, enjoyed slowly in the sun with friends. Don't do shots, not in life and not in that metaphor. Okay? Never drink with rules. Okay? I don't care if it's 3-man, flip cup, whatever it is, do not drink with rules. If someone's like, let's play a drinking game, look them in the eye and go, I don't drink with rules. Seriously, I know a guy who got out of every stupid game in university with that one. Sorry if that's more practical than leadership, but don't drink with rules. You should learn how to drive stick, or you will miss out on an awesome opportunity one day. You should have an up-to-date passport at all times, or you will miss out on an awesome opportunity one day. Buy the best seats in the house, and go with one of your parents sometime. All right? If you've always wanted to see them perform, go see them perform. Now, I spent New Year's Eve with Willie Nelson because God knows when Willie's gone, right? No, sorry, this one might not. Number 25. Know whether you're in Auburn or Alabama country at all times, and when in doubt, say nothing. Okay? Do not obsess. Do not obsess about 5-year plans. Worry about 5-year momentum. There is nothing on earth that cannot be fixed by a sleep and a shower. Sorry, there's nothing on earth that cannot be made better by a sleep and a shower. Fixed? Maybe not, but it will be made better. If Aaron Sorkin wrote it, watch it. Sometimes the best way to shine is to reflect the light of others. Just ask the moon. Cheesy, but I like it. I already told you number 30, which is don't comment on the lives of other people unless you can start it with I know. It is way better to be decisive than certain in life, because it's really possible to be decisive. It's almost never possible to be certain. Spend your life being decisive, not certain. You can always fix it later, mostly. There's a fine line, I already told you, between not caring what other people think and acting like you don't care about other people. You will always regret skimping on your bed, your shoes, or your jacket, although in Florida, who needs one? It's amazing how much, oh sorry, number 34, cheese is my spirit animal. Cheese is my spirit animal, Jennifer Lawrence is my Patronus. Make every decision in your life like you made it 5 years ago, not you're about to make it. It's amazing how much of what you think of your life is tied up in what you think of decisions you made 5 years ago. When you travel, make sure it's to move towards something and not to run away from something. It is really possible to have an amazing sense of self-confidence and have no sense of self-worth. Make sure that you create a sense of self-worth. I've never seen a baby squirrel, and that really makes me uneasy. Seriously, where are the baby squirrels, people? But have you ever seen a baby one? Yeah. Where are they?
On camping.
Show them to me. And my last one, the 38th thing that I learned in my 38 years on this earth is that joy is the single sexiest thing on the planet. Like, honest to God, there is nothing sexier on earth than joy. And so don't chase how you look, don't chase how much you make, don't chase the letters after your name, chase joy. And honestly, the cool thing about that is ultimately you're in charge of creating it. No one's more responsible for your happiness than you are. Okay, and Stan Pearson, if everywhere you go sucks and everyone you know sucks, you suck. So, choose not to. But joy is the sexiest thing on the planet. Not drama. Not drama. And for some reason, when I was a student, I was like, you know what's going to make people interested in me? Drama. It's not. So those are 38 random tips that I picked up along the way. They're not like the sum total of my knowledge, and thanks for like indulging me to share them. But I was like, at some point, they're going to ask me, if you could tell people one thing, what would you do? And when it comes to life and leadership, here's the answer. I would never tell someone one thing. I would never tell them one thing. Life is far too complicated. We think there's a reason for everything. There's no reason for everything. There's reasons for everything. Reasons. So try to avoid boiling things down to a one answer, and two, always be a little bit distrustful of anyone who tells you they've got a truth. All right? Because there is no truth. There's a lot of truths that come together. But a lot of people in this world, in an attempt to control you or scare you, will give you truths. This is the way it is unless you do X. Never trust anyone who tells you they know exactly the truth. All you can give them is, all you can hear from people is what their best knowledge has been. There is no reason for anything. There's reasons for everything. Just keep reminding yourself that. Remember to ask why, and for God's sakes, just choose to matter every day to one other person. You matter every day, you're a leader. That's where it comes from. It's been like, I don't get to do this Q&A thing. This has been really fun. I know it went longer. You guys are really kind because one, I know you have a million things to do, and two, like, you have no idea who I am. I really hope, but I really hope in some way, shape, or form I have been useful to you. Because there is no bigger compliment people can give me than to be like, that was helpful. And for what it's worth, for those who are fighting something quietly, I talked about mental illness. We all got something we're fighting quietly. Some it's mental illness, some it's a million other things. Asking for help is not weakness, it is strength. Accepting help isn't weakness, it is strength. And I just honestly want to don't fight things quietly. We all got it, and you have no idea how many people got your back. Show their friends the respect of doing it. I had a friend of mine once, I was like, I got a chance to let everybody down, like people expect so much from me. He's like, please give your friends more credit. We do not love you because of the person you might be one day. We love you because of who you are now. And when you hide stuff from us, it makes us feel as if you don't believe that we're always there for you. And so don't disrespect your friends by suffering quietly about anything. They got your back. And the ones who take off, one, it won't be all of them. And if they do, some of them will come back. I won't stand here and be like, you don't need them anyway. Here's your thing, sometimes your friends will screw up. Sometimes they'll screw up. When they come back, give them a second chance. If something happens once, it may never happen again. Something happens twice, it's going to happen a third time. Let everybody you care about screw up once. Let them come back. If it happens a second time, yeah, they're probably going to screw you. Thank you.